and I was demotivated. I didn't have a positive life, frequently getting disturbed, and I was often angry. I was just thinking it would be a normal early morning show or early morning classes, which would run for 15-20 minutes, where some PPT would be run. More than that, it will be like a mini class. Basically, I thought this class would act as an alarm for me. The first day itself, I was like, I love the way Rosy ma'am trained. And trust me, my life has really changed upside down. I've started loving myself more. The me time is no more scrolling. It's something else useful. I started journaling my thoughts. I spend quality time with my family. And I've stopped being aggressive or angry.
Waking up for your newer self. Welcome to Radical Transformation 5am Club, another podcast series with your coach Arul Kumar. So I have a special guest here, and she has had an amazing transformation after joining Radical 5am Club. And I was personally witnessing her the entire journey, and I felt something really, really amazing. So why don't we hear from her? So Kavya, why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
Hi, this is Kavya, alias Kashish, and I like to be called as K. I'm a technical architect working in an IT firm with 18 plus years of experience. Thank you, Arul and Rosy, for inviting me to this podcast.
I know your journey completely about how transformational it is when you started this journey on Radical 5am Club. I still remember it fresh. Could you tell me, how do you know about us? How do you came to know about Radical 5am Club?
Okay, before I start this, I want to tell you about my lifestyle, which was there until end of 2025. So in the vague end of the year 2025, I was like, as usual, doing complete scrolling of Instagram. That's when I got a lovely ad showcasing Rosy about the 5am Club. Again, I swiped and went through for two more shopping sites and came back to Instagram. And I wanted to try because New Year is going to be in another few days. I wanted to try something new for myself. Let us start with this 5am Club, and I had enrolled myself. Before that, I had a very lethargic and I was demotivated. I didn't have a positive life. I didn't know how to see myself positive at all. I was frequently getting disturbed mentally and I was often angry. But the transformation which I have undergone with Radical is excellent.
Thank you. Amazing. See, isn't this the most of the IT professionals we undergo? We start the day and then we go ahead and get the job done. At the end of the day, we will feel exhausted, and we just wanted to. It's like, eat, sleep, repeat. And when there is a weekend and we want to just go ahead and go wherever it is, maybe a mall or a movie or a cinema, whatever it is, we just want to relax ourselves. But that is what the most of the people are battling with. So what was your thought process when you joined the program? Like, what was your expectation all about?
I was just thinking it would be a normal early morning show or early morning classes, which would run for 15-20 minutes, where some PPT would be run and everyone would be shared. More than that, it will be like a mini class. And basically, I thought this class would act as an alarm for me, nothing more.
Okay. So what is your experience now? Like, you have, I believe, you had completed around 4 21 days challenge so far, and we were really proud of it, by the way. So what is your experience, post joining the club?
The first day itself, I was like, I love the way Rosy ma'am trained, and it made me, I wanted to wake up every day and show up in the course. After 10 days, I saw the consistency in my coach, how she's dressed, how she presents herself. And she taught about emotional leakage, about the different, my inner self was awakened. And till today, I did many things to keep myself happy, me time and all, but I never self-loved. I just started loving myself from just January. And trust me, my life has really changed upside down. Of course, many struggles which I'm going through is not going to change, but the perspective which I'm seeing it has changed completely. I've started loving myself more. The me time is no more scrolling. It's something else useful. I started journaling my thoughts. I spend quality time with my family, and I've stopped being aggressive or angry. I take everything. Few of the things which I learned from this course are anything any anger spike or anything, any purge or spurge which happens is going to happen only for 90 seconds. So controlling ourselves for 90 seconds can change everything. And whenever whatever question is thrown on you, we don't need to react We need to just respond. So then the response should be calm. Our anger doesn't need to be shown with temper. It can be shown with a soft smile.
You really had a great observation. You feel like, I feel like you have implemented a lot of concepts in your personal life. Well, everybody talks about, if you learn to love yourself, things will change. What magic happened after you start love yourself?
See, first thing, knowing who I am, it took another 10 days. Then I started loving myself. That change, see, we don't need to, like, everyone has a point we can stretch or shrink. We can't be, like for others, the words to, I was a people pleaser before. Those things and all made me, I thought it was making me happy. But my inner self was quietly dying or quietly shrinking. But once I found out my love and what I need to do for myself, I don't please people, I please myself. So, and everyone's problem is no more my problem. I don't worry about my child. His future is settled because he's on a correct path and I'm on a correct path. I don't need to worry for anyone. See, once you know who you are, you should understand the world is around you only. You don't need to work for others.
Yes.
And you start loving yourself. Everything will fall into place.
Absolutely.
And you don't need to go the extra mile to make anything happen. Your own footsteps would be everything enough for you. But to understand what you need is first yourself. Me time is just going for shopping. That's not the thing. Your me time is sit alone, think what you want for yourself, keep small goals to achieve. And my coach taught me, having bigger goals, we should have 10 small goals, because first day we can't go into getting into the bigger goal, and we will, obviously human minds have that habit, we have not achieved it and we'll go back. But having shorter goals, I was able to achieve everything till now, and I'm working on more goals.
Fantastic. That's something, simply amazing what you have shared with me. See, most of us, even I was the first student of Rosy ma'am, and I was not prioritizing myself. I was looking at everyone's priorities. I was getting their wishes fulfilled, and the good guy. Okay, I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want to talk harsh on anyone. But eventually I came to know that one day it was difficult for me to do anything for myself. I was neglecting myself completely. That has brought down my confidence drastically. So, absolutely right. Prioritizing ourselves is not selfish. It is literally, you're giving the importance to yourself, and that's going to transform you in a whole different way. Your confidence is going to build up. Simply amazing. Very happy to hear that you have achieved this level of confidence on you. Now, could you tell me how this changed the people around you?
Let me tell you, since you said that good guy, there's nothing called good guy or good girl. Others' opinions doesn't matter to us. To understand this, it took such a long time. But again, being a people pleaser, doing for others' opinion, taking others' opinions, approvals, validations doesn't change us. But our own happiness lies within ourselves. So once I started being consistent for myself for the first time, my consistency proved everyone wrong. People thought this 5 a.m. club, I won't be able to wake up for this, but I'm able to wake up for 4 months. I was consistent and I was awarded as well for that, and I was very proud of it. The small achievement make me feel proud, and I wanted to do it again and again. And people started seeing me more confident. I don't whine anymore. I do get problems, but I face it in a very soft way.
Fantastic.
And any issue comes, I'm able to handle it myself. I don't ask someone for whatever I can do. It's going to be a big process, but let me do with my small baby legs. I don't need anyone's help. So, and some people really get shocked by seeing my confidence. They are like, they can't dominate me like before. Now I've become like a true butterfly, right? This butterfly can't be shut again. So I'm very happy for myself.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. I do remember that you spoke about the butterfly concept on your first 5 a.m. I think the second 5 a.m. club meet. So, by the way, every 21 days we complete the challenge, and the last day we meet at a hotel, and then we share our success story with each other. So Kavya has shared an amazing story about her life, how the butterfly was kept back. So why don't you share me about the butterfly story?
Before I start the butterfly story, I want to tell you there's a stage in butterfly called cocoon, which helps the butterfly to grow and become a beautiful butterfly. But again, shunning it back to the cocoon and making it regrow cannot happen. It's like shrinking the butterfly or literally killing it. So having born in a very broad-minded family and having reaching success with your own legs, with your own self, and I had taken a self decision to marry a person of my own choice and of other faith. So trying to adjust and making myself like obliged with everyone, I felt like I was shrinking. Make it my thoughts or my way I dress, everything was getting shrinked. And I was thinking to get the good girl, best wife, best daughter-in-law, to get a good name. But at last, I've lost myself. So once I found out through these classes that I was a butterfly who's trying to just jump out or break the cage of cocoon. It's not a cocoon, but a cage. So I started loving myself more. And the people or the who saw me as a caged person now seeing me as a beautiful butterfly which I fly.
That's something amazing. I could see how that decision has costed you to go back into yester years of your life. But how is it now?
Now, even after I've become a happy person, people are accepting me. Of course, they know I'm not going to shrink again, but they have to now love me for myself, the new person I am, or the old revised person who I am. I'm not going to make people happy. You're sad with how I am. It's your problem, not mine anymore, because I'm happy with myself.
Absolutely. So currently, the majority of us think that he said something or she said something, because of that I'm upset. Nobody is responsible for anybody's feelings. We can say any small thing, others will get upset because of that. Others will get provoked because of that. So it's literally how the person perceives whatever we say. But it is also responsible from our side that what we can say should be something socially acceptable for everyone. So that I would say. So it is you're responsible for your thoughts, you're responsible for your feelings. That is what I would also agree with. We understood the entire journey, that it has transformed you into a different person. And why don't you talk about your coach, Rosy?
I have to talk about both my coaches, Rosy as well as you.
Thank you.
I learned from both of you. See, consistency, like everything, or being a same person to show up for yourself, everything I had learned from Rosy ma'am. How you have to talk, the way talking, just not with vocabulary. It's like calm, poised, handling situations right. I learned from both of you. And let me tell you, as we see the first meet which I went, I did speak and people were very happy, but it ended up looking like I was a stand-up comedian, very fast, and I was pouring out whatever is in my heart. But that's not the way. Like, even if you see stand-up comedians, it's like making other people laugh, but my feelings were not for to be laughed, it was to be shared. So I started, I enrolled for a personal development, and after 2-3 sessions itself, I could see a drastic difference in me, the way I communicate and the way I present myself, the way I handle things. So both are from Rosy and you. Thank you, Arul sir.
Thank you.
I wanted my son to follow my same footpath. I've also put him into it, because early upbringing or early changes is better than the late.
Absolutely. I could see that young chap is transforming really well. Of course, we will take good care of him in coaching him. And thanks for the trust you have invested in us, and it will be met
and
for sure.
When we joined here, I could see the many words which my son talks and behaves. It's like a small Arul, because he, as a man, I could see. And when people see the way I talk, now they could see some small chips of Rosy in me. Not by looks, what I mean is by the way they talk. So we absolutely need to follow the teacher or the guru and get everything. Any day we can start this, no day is late. So
thank you so much for that trust and confidence you have with us. See, these are the very reasons we started this club. If you talk about Rosy ma'am, she wakes up by around 3 o'clock and then gets ready and then sits for the session at 5 o'clock. That kind of a dedication is required. If I remember correctly, 3-4 years ago, coaching are only accessible to rich folks. Either a CEO can afford, or people like Ambani's or Adani's can afford. But we want to bring it to a common man, the people who are struggling with, because we are the middle class, the common man, the aspiring managers, the aspiring leaders are the most neglected ones. People are ready to work with the person who has already built themselves, and then they are ready to transform, but not for a person who's trying to hit the roof from the ground up. So that is very reason we wanted to start this firm, and we feel really proud of what we have achieved so far. What people should take away from this podcast?
Early riser always wins. That's the first point. And like as you said, right, there are many many coaches, many life coaches who claim many things. But here, really, when a person sits with us, listens to us, and provides us the solution. So this is the first time I've heard this. It's not just run a PPT. There were so many self-invoking topics. We know where we stand. Of course, it's a blunt truth, and you'll be very hurt. But we have to come out of it. And you make us walk the baby steps and come out. It's not like just you give us you have told us the harsh truth. You helped us to come out. And every person should join coaching. It's like life coach is needed to make us come out of our small struggles. Might be we are suffering something which we don't know, and we feel we are in the right path. And this makes us much better. And as you said, in the market, there are many people who ask so. This is just a nominal amount which we are paying, and it's like nothing drastic. And we have such a wonderful community. We are not judged at all. Everyone has, let it be how we communicate, what are the thoughts we share. We are not judged. Instead, we have a supporting people. This community helped me bring back my reading, journaling, fitness, everything together. So everyone should join and change themselves if they are looking for a better self.
Okay, what is one thing that you have achieved out of this entire journey with Radical?
Discipline. And let me tell you, discipline is a costly affair, and it can't be got from cheap people.
Great words. That's actually making me think for a while. There are many women out there suffering, okay, silently trying to make a choice between career or personal life. What is your message to your fellow women that you think that they should be doing on a daily basis?
On a daily basis, we should make sure we are each day better than ourselves, and financial independence is important for anyone. See, we are not educated to be inside four walls, and career makes the biggest help for us. Whatever career or whatever job you do, you should make sure we give a full importance and and we need to maintain a proper work-life balance. We shouldn't leave it for any personal affair or anything. And with financial independence, we can scale up high.
Thank you so much, Kavya, for joining. And it was a pleasure coaching you and working with you. And we enjoyed having great conversations about your future self and all that. And so we're wishing you all the best.
Thank you. And I'll be continuing getting coaching from you. It's going to be a lifelong journey. That's what I feel. So, and thank you, Rosy and Arul, to make a drastic difference in my life.
Thank you so much. We are honored and humbled.